Hey everybody, it's the coach here in Orlando. Getting you...
And the offense gets set here for a third down play. On third down, it's Patterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right?
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Demaryius Thomas, 38 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Jerry Rice, 35 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
It's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
All right. Go, doctor, doctor.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Keenum again here on second and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Third and long. It's Keenum. And he's going to go down again. Brian Urlacher coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it'll be fourth down. Here's Marquette King now, as he's on to punt for Denver. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And Sanders now to return. That's it for the first half. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Rice. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards.
There goes Jerry Rice again, racking up catches in bunches. His 1,549 catches, a whopping 224 more than the next closest guy, the great Tony Gonzalez, a terrific tight end.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Third quarter starts with a run by Freeman. And he is out of bounds up around the 14-yard line. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Keenum going to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And he's got Hireman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Here's Freeman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Lawrence Taylor in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Just keep the ball on the ground. Do a little pounding. Chew up some clock. If they can get it in, that might be enough to get them home. And if not, the clock is definitely their friend.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And McManus able to put it through. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside.
He's got a man. Complete. Dashing through the snow. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. And Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they just went 4 verts there against cover 2, didn't they?
They did, and it's really an excellent route versus cover 2, because the longer it develops, the more stress is put on the safeties, because they're the ones back, each with half the field responsibilities. The corners don't retreat very far in cover 2. They're closer to the line of scrimmage. So now you've got 4 receivers putting pressure on 2 guys covering. Usually you'll find someone open, and that's exactly what they did there. Made the catch and carried it all the way into the end zone.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have the 3-point lead. Defense did their job. Now, late game, although it looks good, the coaches, they haven't counted this as a victory yet. The offense will look to convert on 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Patterson. Shifts past him at the 45. Whoa, it still won't go down. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Mahomes now to throw. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. This will be taken in at the 1. Now a hit and a loose football. Dashing through the snow. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Kyle Rudolph taking it in. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Touchdown! Cordero Patterson, 70 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time. If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play in this drive. And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Ryan Shazier in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on second down when they got the sack? Because on third down, zero pressure, all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On third down, that's Freeman. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute. Under pressure, and he'll go back at the 31. Linval Joseph able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On second down, here's Keenum. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
He's going to get it running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Bronco, Brian Dawkins. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. And this is one of those bang-bang plays. Charles did the knee.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. 39 yards. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool him and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. 41 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. But run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got no thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on them to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. There he goes inside the 30. Oh, he slipped right by him. And finally wrestled down at the 11. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Back to throw. Mahomes dancing to his left. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
How about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And now down to 24 seconds after the spike. Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Desperation time for Keenum on fourth. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away. But oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the...
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. And man, Charles, talking about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catchers, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this, after that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Oh,